Are you looking for a job that can lead to a career opportunity? MCC and OPS have teamed up to provide education training and job opportunities. We're looking for people that want to learn and work at the same time. We have open enrollment for training in the field of construction and job placement. For more information, contact us at 317-991-3150 or email info@mccindiana.org. Again, that phone number is 317-991-3150 or email info@mccindiana.org. Are you looking for a job that can lead to a career opportunity? MCC and OPS have teamed up to provide education training and job opportunities. We're looking for people that want to learn and work at the same time. We have open enrollment for training in the field of construction and job placement. For more information, contact us at 317-991-3150 or email info@mccindiana.org. Again, that phone number is 317-991-3150 or email info@mccindiana.org.
Black people need to own our own businesses, which will provide an economic base. Teach our youth to become self-sufficient. Learn how to maximize our political affiliations and fight for criminal justice reform. You just tuned in to Black Power Presents with your host, Antonio Lipscomb. Come on, let's talk.
All right, Facebook family and friends, it's yours truly, Antonio Lipscomb. I am your host with Black Power Presents. Certainly, we have another wonderful show that we're going to do today. Actually, we're in the backdrop of our show, anticipating for one of our guests to come on. Dana Nash is with the community. Let me make sure I say it right. The Community Action Agency of Greater Indianapolis is going to be with us. And then I've seen that she has clicked in here. All right, so Dana is more or less going to be with us. I believe she's one of the case managers over at the Community Action Agency of Greater Indianapolis. And so we're just excited to bring you on the show. Actually, we're going to be going on the show, Dana, at approximately 6 o'clock. There may be some commercials being played, but if you guys want to come on to our show and be with us and call in and have some type of presence on the show, feel free to call 317-239-1310. That'll be 317-239-1310, and you guys will be more than welcome to come on to our show and be with us. And so we're just excited today to have another wonderful broadcast. It's going to help the community. And so please allow yourselves to share, like, post it. Let's get this information out, because a lot of people are going to be struggling throughout the holiday season, and they're going to be wondering how, they can make ends meet. Well, by you sharing this broadcast today, helping us get the word out will establish how someone will be able to participate and be a part of this holiday meal food program that we're going to be talking about with Dana Nash through the Community Action Agency. Hey, Dana, are you there? Are you there? Are you able to hear me? Are you able to come on camera? Are you all right?
I am here. Can you hear me?
You're here. I actually really can hear you, and it's such a pleasure to have you on our show. We're actually going to be going on the air, 1310, 92.7. And so we're just excited about bringing you on. And, I'm glad you accepted the invitation. Certainly, there will be a lot of hurting families out here in the community. And we're going to be talking about that and how we could get the word out based on what the Community Action Agency of Greater Indianapolis is doing. But before we go on air, I guess we probably got about 3 minutes. Just wanted to welcome you on the show, and I'll let you share. And then, of course, we're going to have callers and whatnot. But feel free to introduce yourself to the radio, to the Facebook listening audience.
Hello, my name is Dana Nash, and I am the client service manager with Community Action of Greater Indianapolis. I've been with Community Action for going on 8 years now.
Wow, a whole full 8 years that quick?
A whole full 8 years.
It seemed like time just flew, man. It just seemed like yesterday. Wow. And so kind of tell us, and we'll be going over this on the air as well. So I may be asking some of the same questions. So y'all bear with me. Maybe some that may be coming on the broadcast a little later can actually catch up to with us what we're doing here. But when you first started for the Community Action Agency, what were some of the things that you were doing?
Well, actually, when I first started with Community Action, I was a volunteer. I started as a volunteer. Then I went from volunteering to I became a housing I became a case manager for housing counseling. Then I also worked with EAT, with the Energy Assistance Program, and now I am the client services manager. Awesome.
And what were some of the things that you did before, prior to coming to be with the Community Action Agency?
Prior to Community Action, my background is basically 22 years in insurance. I worked for Anthem. I worked for an insurance company called Benecorp. Just several insurance companies.
Oh, okay. What type of insurance were you doing?
Health insurance, medical claims, and health insurance.
Okay, health insurance. Did you do any life insurance at all?
No life, just basically medical.
Okay, medical. Well, I don't know if you know it or not. I did lose my mom a couple of days ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Antonio.
Thank you for your prayers.
Yes,
it's not easy to lose a mother. Of course, when you lose or a person loses a mother, there's a pain in your life, that's unreplaceable. We decided to continue to move on. And when you said insurance, it kind of triggered that thought about how important insurance is, because a lot of times people don't understand how insurance work and how important it is. So thank you for your career service in insurance, because I know it's extremely important.
Very important. And just so you know, because I lost my mom as well.
Oh, wow. I'll be praying for you on that. How long ago was that?
My mom has been gone about 6 years now, but it's still hard. Regardless if it was today, 10 years, it's still hard. So I understand what you're going through.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's been a real challenge. That's for sure. But God is still able.
Yes,
I guess one of the things that gets me through is the fact that I can worship and praise the Lord. I mean, that's a great outlet for me. A lot of times people run to a lot of different things, but I decided to just run to the Lord instead of running to the bottle or to any type of drugs or anything of that nature. So I thank God for that.
No better place to run. Oof.
Okay. Yeah, it's 6:01 now, so just count me in when you're ready.
Yeah, you do have your commercial play. So you got about another 2 minutes or so.
Another 2 minutes. Okay. So we got about 2 minutes before we'll actually go on the air. 1310, 92.7 on your FM dial, 1310 on your AM dial. If you guys would like to be a part of this show, you simply would just I'm gonna put the number in the chat here. It's 317 239 let me see, 1310 is what I'm putting in the chat for those who want to call in and be a part of this conversation. Again, we have Dana Nash. Can you give your title again?
Client service manager.
Client service management. She is actually the head lady, and you have several different case workers and whatnot. This works for you as well, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so she's actually the manager over the Community Action Agency. Before we get into that, I'm trying to go ahead and let them count me in. But tell me about the Community Action Agency. What are some of the things that you do within the Community Action Agency?
Okay, Community Action is a not-for-profit organization. We have been around for over 55 years. A lot of people know us for our Energy Assistance Program. But unfortunately, we no longer do energy assistance. We have a variety of programs at Community Action, one being our case management program. Under our case management program, we offer rental assistance, we offer car rental assistance, we offer education training, any type of training where you will receive a certificate. Community Action could possibly assist you with your fees. We have foster grandparents where we rising up our grandparent program. And within the grandparent program, we basically some additional children. The foster parents, they are in schools and daycares and hospitals, just providing some additional love for children.
Well, that's good. Yeah, so you can already count me in?
Yes, sir. You got 18 seconds.
18 seconds. Okay. So for those who want to be a part of the broadcast, call in.
I don't think. All right, we got 10 seconds, all right?
10 seconds. Okay. 239-1310 is the number to call.
3, 2, 1, you're on.
All right, Facebook family and friends, YouTube, as well as my radio listening audience, is yours truly, Antonio Lipscomb. I'm with Black Power Presents. It's another wonderful broadcast. I've just been sharing over the Facebook and the YouTube with Dana Nash, which is one of the head managers with the Community Action Agency. And if you want to be a part of this broadcast, simply call in 317-239-1310. I would expect some calls due to the nature of this program. We're going to be talking about the holiday meal program being distributed, as well as a host of a variety of different services that the Community Action Agency actually supports with. We know that we have had a tremendous time with the coronavirus spreading and the despair in the community. So many that are suffering with the loss of unemployment, et cetera, et cetera. When you look at the urban community, there's one parent raising, like I said, African-American community. 80% of the houses are ran by single household women. And so there's a plethora of different things that needs to be addressed when it comes to services being rendered to the community. So I'm just so excited to have Dana Nash with me with the Community Action Agency. Actually, we're located in the same building, so I know the address, 3266 North Meridian. I'm actually on the 9th floor, and they're actually on the 1st floor and 2nd floor. But Dana, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We're just excited. We anticipated your arrival, and I know we got this great relationship of partnering, and oftentimes when we see people they come in our presence and they're struggling and they need some support, it's just good to know that I have somebody like Dana Nash's personal cell number that I can literally call. She has my personal cell number that we can call and collaborate and partner with one another to try to help support people in their time of need, because we just got so much going on in this day and time. And just to have someone like Dana, which I consider to be an angel, on this side of heaven, that really looks out and helps and has a heart in the right place. And I was just talking with Dana before we went on the air, and actually I'm gonna steal a little bit of her thunder because I want to just really say how much I'm proud of her to go from actually volunteering. You know, she wasn't getting paid. She volunteered initially to start with the Community Action Agency and worked her way up into management. And so I'm just so very proud of the fact that she would just even stay that long. I believe she said it was 8 years. But Dana, I want you to do me a favor and just go ahead and regurgitate some of that same information when it talks about the Community Action Agency and what the Community Action Agency's responsibility here locally. I guess it's for Indianapolis. Am I correct?
Correct. Well, we actually service Marion, Hendricks, Hamilton, and Boone counties.
Okay, can you say that again? Because it kind of broke up. You said Marion County and what else?
Marion County, Hendricks County, Hamilton County, and Boone County.
Oh, okay. So that's pretty. That's really. Marion County is the 12th largest city in Indianapolis. So that's a big undertaking. But then to get those surrounding counties too, that's a lot of work. So let me tell me a little bit more about the Community Action Agency and what it does and how and the reason why it's placed in the community to serve.
Okay, Community Action is a not-for-profit organization that has been around, that has been within the community for over 55 years. A lot of people know Community Action for their energy assistance program. We no longer offer assistance, but we offer a variety of other programs. We offer.
What's Community Action Agency's responsibility? Okay, you go ahead. I just had a little bit of technical difficulties. I apologize. Go ahead.
Okay, we offer a variety of services within Community Action. Of course, our case management program, which is the program that I manage. And within that program, we offer rental assistance. We offer car repair assistance. We offer, we provide bus passes. If you don't have a vehicle and you are trying to get to the grocery store, trying to get to doctor's appointments, out looking for jobs, we could provide you with some bus passes as well. We just offer any barrier that a person may be facing within their lives. Community Action is the organization to connect with, because that's what we're here for. We're here to help you with whatever barrier you may be facing. We also have another, because we know that there's a pandemic out here, and we also assist under the pandemic. We have under the CARES Act, we have this with rental, we assist with child care, we assist with car payments, we assist with insurance payments. I mean, it's just a variety of services that we provide under the case management program.
Wow, that is awesome. And Dana, I know a lot of people are suffering right now due to the coronavirus. And unfortunately, the funeral homes are filling up like never before due to the COVID virus and other illnesses. Is there any level of relief or connections that you connect people with when it comes to losing a loved one?
Well, in that particular area, we have assisted people, with the burial of their loved ones, but it's not very much. I'm going to be honest. It's not very much, because, you have the trustee office as well. So, whatever, after a person has gone to the trustee's office and whatever they receive, then, we can try to assist with some additional funding to assist someone with the burial of their loved one.
And see, that's good to know. Because for some reason, like when you go through a crisis, you're hoping that you get to a place where you don't have to run all the way around town to try to figure out, how to deal with that crisis. And what I'm hearing from you is the fact that, hey, even if you may not serve directly in that capacity, there are still connections with different groups that you have tied yourself into to kind of address some of those issues. Now, one of the biggest problems I think that most people will have is this area of rental assistance. We know that in the urban community, that we don't own our own. A lot of us don't own our own homes, and we're renting, and someone may have lost their job or been laid off from their job. Tell us a little bit more about this rental assistance opportunity that you would have.
Okay, well, our program works, and can I just go back a little bit regarding the funeral assistance, Antonio? So say for instance, someone needs some assistance with the burial of their loved one. So we would take the responsibility of assisting them with their rental so that they can, use those funds to bury their loved one.
Right.
We can take the responsibility of paying their car payment so that they can bury their, to use those funds to bury their loved one. So we can assist with that. Now, as far as the rental, I will speak on the CARES Act. A lot of people are getting community action confused with the Indie Rent program because the Indie Rent program has expired. Well, our services has not expired. We are still assisting anyone that has been impacted by the COVID. We can assist you. And then we can assist you with your rent. We can assist you with your car payment. Like I said, it's a variety of things that we may be able to assist you with. On the case management rental assistance, unfortunately, not unfortunately, our mission statement is basically, we help those who become self-sufficient, self-reliable, within themselves. So we can, if you're not working, we can assist you with finding a job. If it's not working, then we may not be able to assist you. It's not COVID related. We may not be able to assist you with your rent at that moment, but we can assist you with finding a job because we partner with several people, Antonio within himself, that can provide training. You may be able to find a better paying job. And once we have assisted you with finding a job, then we can go back and revisit assisting you with rental. Now, if it's COVID, if you are COVID impacted, you don't have to have a job. You don't have to have a job. So, I know it may sound a little confusing, but, that's why you can feel free to give our agency a call and we can better explain it to you that way.
Well, yeah, the reality of it is, in my opinion, to put things in a nutshell, that if you have been productive and you're looking to become productive, and what we mean by productive is someone who has their heart in the right place and wants a help up, not necessarily, just looking to get a handout or come up. Exactly. But someone who may have been off work due to whatever illness or life happens to all of us. Yes. And that's what I love about the Community Action Agency is the fact that most oftentimes when we run into most people are productive. Most people, have had their stuff together, doing the right thing, and then all of a sudden, tragedy happened out of nowhere. I was just sharing with Dana, how I lost my mom and we had to pull her off life support. Stuff just happens, and it's hard. But yet, just to know that you have places like the Community Action Agency and other places around that can help assist you in a time of need, I think is crucial. Because people nowadays, within this day and time, as far as the holiday season and whatnot, and reflecting on their lives and whatnot, people get immersed into drugs abuse, alcohol abuse, et cetera, et cetera. And so just to be able to have a relief, to have a place like Community Action Agency that can kind of coach you through stuff like that would be great. Dana, is there any kind of connections you would have for like mental illness or any type of release as far as, drugs and whatnot that you might have connections to as well?
Yeah, well, we also, Antonio, we have what we call our We Can program. and that is the director of our weekend program is Miss Val Tate. And she does the trauma informed care, and she also deals with the mental illness portion. So yes, sir, we do have connections for people that are out here. Oh my goodness, they're suffering with mental illness. Because I tell you what, I myself had wasn't impacted by the COVID. I was one of the first ones to receive it, and it ain't no joke. And I'm telling you, it really does a job on your mental state. You know what I'm saying? We do have resources and connections to people that may be able to assist in that area. Yes, sir.
Wow, that's great. You're watching Black Power Presents. I'm your host, Antonio Lipscomb. I have Dana Nash, which is one of the head managers. I mean, she's heavy involved in the Community Action Agency of Greater Indianapolis. I think headed by Terrence White, which I think Terrence, the executive director, has a great vision for the Community Action Agency. He has been working for a long time with the Community Action Agency. I think you said you were working there for 8 years. I don't know how long Terrence has been working there, but I tell you what, the team, Val Tate, and all you guys that are working to serve the community, I think is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing. Now, tell me a little bit about this car. What qualifies, because people's cars break down, and what qualifies a person to be able to get their car repaired?
What qualifies a car repaired is you don't have to have a job. What we do, unfortunately, we don't cover engines and we don't cover transmissions because that can be quite costly. But we do cover, new tires, alternators, basically any and everything that does not have anything to do with the engine or the transmission. And basically what you do is you would just complete an application, and you have to have 2 estimates, and the estimates have to come from certified mechanic shops. And you present that information to us, and we go from there.
Right. So that means you can't go to no back alley shop and say, let me get the hookup and then get an estimate and bring it into you got to go to a reputable place, because what I would assume is that, once the Community Action Agency gets involved and they pay out something, they want to make sure they have done the business with a reputable company to keep people safe. I mean, if you paying for tires and brakes and expansions and stuff like that, you want to make sure it's done right and properly tested. So this is a wonderful opportunity. Now, is there a certain, I would say, income that a person would have to have? A certain income bracket? Does anybody?
I'm sorry about that, Antonio. Well, the fact that we are a non-for-profit organization, it is our agency is income-based, but we are 200% of the federal poverty level guidelines. Again, that is 200% of the federal poverty level guidelines.
Oh, okay. So most people that are working, they're working poor. And so they might qualify. They don't even realize that they qualify, right?
Exactly.
Well, that's great. I'm trying to see if there's anybody out there that has a need. I haven't got nobody to call me yet. But if you're looking to be a part of this show, feel free to call 317-239-1310. Now, I know y'all know somebody out there that's hurting that needs this help. I'm watching my phone, because here's the thing, Dana. A lot of times they say, oh, well, ain't nobody doing nothing for the community. Ain't no help out here in the community. And I don't know why this is going on in the community. And then when we have shows like this and we say, hey, here's some rental assistance, here's some car repair assistance. There's opportunities for getting mental health. I believe there's a trauma program, I think you just mentioned, as far as helping with relief. And then we don't get nobody to call. And it's like, we got all these services over here. You even talked about training, how we partner, for you to kind of refer people for training. And I share that same different referral down to your office. I mean, if you know people that are not working, if you know people that need education, If you know people who need rental assistance, mental health, et cetera, hey, let's get on the line. Let's talk about it. Let's make it happen. 239-1310. If you're watching by the way of Facebook, I want you to send in your request right on Facebook. Just type in this chat. I'm looking at my phone to check my chat, and now we finally got a caller. Let's get that call in. Hello, how you doing? Can't hear you, caller. I can hear you now. Barely can hear you. I got everything turned up, but I can barely hear you.
Okay. Is that better?
That's a little better. What's your name, sir?
Christopher.
Christopher. Okay, pleasure. Welcome to Black Power Presents. How can I help you?
I got a lot of things going on myself, I really came in years ago, but I thank y'all for being there. Both people like that.
Well, Christopher, thank you for calling. And listen, man, I want you to come by the Community Action Agency. Actually, they're going to be open tomorrow. Now, Dana, when they want to come, do they have to make an appointment?
Well, unfortunately, because due to the fact that the numbers are going up, if he's wanting to fill out an application, we are requesting that you go online to complete an application. But I myself, if it's something that if he wants to just speak with someone or needs to speak with someone, by all means, just he can come up to Community Action and ask for myself, and I myself would be willing to speak with him on a personal level. But I do ask that you wear your mask.
Okay, now listen. Now this is why I love Dana, because hey, listen. If I know anybody that's about it, Dana's about it. I know sometimes we go to different agencies. You hope you get the help. You get pushed off. You feel like no one really cared. But understand this: when I tell you that Dana Nash is with you, trust me, you got somebody that's going to fight you through. And so, young man, we didn't get a chance to complete our conversation, but you need to come to the Community Action Agency. It's 3266 North Meridian. Now, if you need some training, you need jobs and all that, she'll just send you right up to the 9th floor, and we can talk about that. If you need to get your car fixed, come on, let's make it happen, man. You just made me excited, man. We got another call. Come on, caller. Let's keep this rolling. Hello, you're on Black Power Presents. How can I help you?
Yes, I'm here to see if I can find someone that can help with a place. The process I recently graduated with a bachelor's degree. I have started my own business. I found myself. I was myself dealing with coronavirus. I tested positive for HIV to quit my business. I've been in all these programs. IHA, homeownership program, and I'm right in the position of where I was caught in the transition where I could work myself out of it. But as soon as I found a place where I could go to, I wound up having to find an eviction, which I was able to settle out of. I'm currently moving my stuff out. I have to be out today. And I need a place where I can go to.
Okay. Now, so the caller is stating, keep her on the line, Dana. The caller is stating that she's a mother of 5 with one more on the way. She was almost moved herself out of the condition that she was in, yet she's going to have to be out of her house. Now, let me say this to you. How can somebody move you out when there's a moratorium on evictions? Right now, you can't get kicked out because of the coronavirus. Are you aware of that?
I'm aware of that, but the situation was more of a family problem, and my sister was a property manager, and they found a way, like, you tried to say that I'm renters type of thing. I didn't do that, but we just don't really. I mean, it's a situation where it's a community where it's a co-op. So you have membership, and I have been a board member for 13 years. Okay.
Wow.
I actually helped her get into it. And then it's like I became a good know-it-all so they didn't want me here. So they had to find a way to get me out of there.
Okay.
So I was probably going to be on my background, but it was too late because the apartment had already gave it away or whatever and sent my refund. So now I have to find somewhere else to go. And I didn't have to, even though I was going to let go of my Section 8 because I couldn't even find a place that me and my kids could fit or go to. So I was going to let go of the Section 8 voucher and just try to pay cash for a unit. But I wound up sick with the coronavirus and I haven't been able
Sick with the coronavirus.
my business or do anything. So now I'm in a place where I'm trying to find somewhere else I can go to, but I'm not having any luck finding anywhere. So now I had to put all my stuff in storage, and I'm staying at a friend's house with my kids until I can find a place.
Okay. Well, listen, caller, stay on the line. Stay on the line. I'm gonna pray for you right now. All right? Can I pray for you?
Yes, sir.
And then after I get done praying, I want you to contact Dana immediately at the Community Action Agency. All right? Okay, Father, we just thank you for this caller. Lord, we hear the stress in her voice. She's mothering 5 and 1 on the way. And Lord, you just gave me a word before we came on this broadcast, and you told me not to look for the ordinary, but look for the extraordinary, the ordained blessing. So Lord, I ordain a blessing on this young mother right now, this mother of 5 with 1 on the way. I pray a divine intervention in her life. I bind generational curses on her life right now. And I say, Satan, you are bind, and the blood of Jesus is against you. And we claim victory in this young mother's life. And I even pray for the fathers that if they're not involved, that they will have a heart and a passion to be involved. If they can be involved and bless this young lady that's dealing with these children right now, I ask God that you will intervene by your power and by your spirit. And we claim it in Jesus' name. Now, I need you to meet us over at the Community Action Agency at 3266 North Meridian. You ask for Dana Nash, and Dana, if you need me anyway, you let me know. But you need to meet us over here so we can explore this and see what we can do to support you. All right? All right. God bless you.
What was that young lady's name?
What was her name? What's your name? Crystal Williams. Crystal Williams.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to be expecting you, right? All right. 239-1310 is the number to call. We in the holiday season. A lot of people going through a lot. But listen, just call in. Let's see what we can do. You know, I feel the Spirit of the Lord, Dana. Maybe the Lord is going to really bless somebody tremendously so that they can get a testimony. And, you know, and this is what Community Action Agency does on a daily. You know, this is nothing unusual, the way that their lives are being touched and changed on a daily basis. That's just what they do. And so we're just excited. I don't know if we have another caller right now, but anybody that's calling, we can just go ahead and patch them through. Let the caller come through. Another caller. Hello, you on Black Power Presents. How can we help you today?
How you doing, Anthony?
Yeah, who am I speaking with?
You're speaking to Larry Bond.
Oh, that's one of my favorite guys. Larry, how are you, man? During this holiday season, you
fine, but when I heard remarks like that being made, it makes me think that we have hundreds of thousands of people within this city that are in the same boat of being homeless because of the coronavirus, which is affecting only the poor, is just another way to crush the poor. And I thought it came to me and occurred to me, Anthony, what if all the mitigation programs would cease? The statute books would be cleaned up. We have statutes that are preventing that mother from having a place to stay. We have statutes to prevent these men to run around
statutes and so forth. They know it's going to be detrimental to any person within this state, and then they send a little bit of money around to try to clean up their mess. The mitigation really needs to stop, Anthony. I don't care how mournful the cry that comes from anybody. This lady should be ready. She's already been exploited by getting a master's degree, probably has debt that she'll never be able to pay off. Her kids are being used. The system will eventually take her kids from her and use them as body slaves for dope and whatever else they want to sell to them.
Well, thank you, Larry, for your call. I really appreciate what you have stated, as the fact that we do have to, I guess, look at that, Dana, to a certain extent. I mean, I know for one, and I can't really go real political on this show, but I've always thought about running for state rep to kind of work with the laws to try to make sure that they're fair to the poor, because my heart is with the poor. I do volunteer as a chaplain over at the Willis Mission, as well as a chaplain with the Sheriff's Department. And so I'm trying to, see what I can do to try to personally help in that area. But however, what I love about the Community Action Agency is that even though we have those litigations and laws and whatnot that will prevent some from not participating, but I think that what Dana does with the caseworkers that you work with, you're really wise enough to understand how to really help people. Am I right, Dana?
That's correct. That's correct.
Yeah, I mean, because you look at everything, right?
We look at everything. And I think, a way of, honestly, to me, and this is my opinion, it's a state of mind, and a lot of times, and to a degree, I kind of understand what the brother was saying, because, it's the fact, if you look at it, a young Black female, with, 3 to 4 kids, all Section 8, the system is, to me, designed to basically keep them there unless they get it within themselves or within their minds that they want to break that curse, and sometimes we have to step out on faith. We have to, get, help. And that's what we do at Community Action. We're going to try to help you. We're going to look at your income. We're going to look at, what you're paying in rent, because we want you to be able to have affordable rent. Because if you are receiving, and this is just, some of the cases that I see, someone may be receiving $783 in disability or Social Security, and then the rent is $700. How are they going to survive? How are they going to be able to become self-sufficient and self-reliant? It's impossible.
Right.
And then when you look at, how, because I could barely hear the young lady, and these people, because of this pandemic, a lot of people are facing evictions, and then once you get an eviction on your record, then it's hard for you to find affordable housing. But there are organizations or rental agencies that assist with people that are felons or people that have evictions on their file. But of course, their rent is going to be 3 times as much, and who can afford that? I know I can't.
Right. And so, and I agree, Dana. I think that what we have to just kind of put a pause on the negative. We're not trying to say anything negative about this or that. We're just basically saying we want to walk hand in hand with you through life to kind of figure it out. That's what Dana's basically saying, is that, hey, regardless to what your current situation is, mentally, financially, psychologically, politically, that's why you connect with Dana and the caseworkers so they can walk through life with you. We have another caller. Go ahead, caller. Yes, Black Power Presents. This is Antonio. How can we help you? Black Power Presents. I'm your host, Antonio. What's your name and how can we help you? You just called into the show, right?
on December 21st for it disconnect for my water bill for $77 on TrueTouch. So I don't have it. I'm trying to see if I can get like a phone appointment or something.
Yeah, so you're saying that you have a utility bill that's due, but you don't have the money to pay it, right?
Yeah, disconnect. I was able to pay some. I only get $340 a month income, and so I just ended up paying $115, but I'm unable to pay. Well, I paid $120, and I'm unable to pay the rest on my 2-month extension, which is $83. So when I try to make arrangements with on Friday, let them know that I had a CAP appointment on December 21st, they said I still have to have the whole amount paid, or I'm just disconnected on Tuesday.
Okay, so here's what I need for you to do. Dana Nash she says there's opportunity for rental assistance. Now, utility assistance. Now, what I need for you to do, if you come by 3266 North Meridian, don't come without a mask, okay? Because she's not going to see you without a mask. So you're definitely going to have a mask. Dana, I think this thing is getting so big, I may need to invite you back on pretty soon with some of these.
I do want to mention what utility was she speaking, because we don't assistance we assist with is IPL.
IPL, and that's the one you was referring to, right? The IPL.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's the one she needs help with. Okay. So 3266 North Meridian. It'll be suite 101, right? It's a suite
100, suite 100.
100. The entrance that's outside of the building, you'll see a blue audience right over the door that you would knock on there, and you would ask, and of course she will help set an appointment and go from there. All right. If you want to be a part of the show, you have some issues, concerns, feel free to call 317-239-1310, and we will continue to take your call, and we will answer as many questions as we possibly can. Well, Dana, let's talk about what we initially wanted to talk about, and that's the holiday meal program that's going to be being distributed. I think I have the correspondence right in front of me. It says it's an annual giving day, Thursday, December 17, 2020. It's going to start promptly at 11 o'clock until all the food is been exhausted. It's the Community Action Agency of Greater Indianapolis. They're looking to feed and serve 1,000 households with good and nourishable meals. So this location will be at the Indiana Fairground at the West Pavilion. So you can drive in. You don't have to get out of your car, I would assume. And everyone needs to remain in your cars, in the vehicle, and there will be staff, volunteers, that will come and serve you with your holiday meal. Now, it says that you must pre-register for this event. So all pre-registered forms must be received no later than November the 30th, 2020.
Okay, Antonio, we've done away with the registration deadline. So if they want to register, they can still register, and just if they want to pick up a registration form, they can pick up the registration form and bring it with them to the event.
Okay, so basically, now let me ask you this, Dana. Say for instance, people didn't register. You know you're gonna have so much left over. Will the registration form be available on the day of the event to be able to fill out if you don't have 1,000 people? Okay, so that leaves everybody without an excuse. Now, there will be registration forms that will be available, and it's right centrally located at the fairgrounds, and it's going to be at the West Pavilion. You can drive through. They'll load you up. I would assume you can pop the trunk, and they will load your trunk up. I've got that done a couple of times for some families where the Community Action Agency loaded our truck up. I'm working on the Near East Side with one of the good friends of mine who's actually located a few families that needed Thanksgiving dinner, and we were able to drop off those items to some needy people. So, but this is a great opportunity. Do you want to go ahead and kind of elaborate on this opportunity for this holiday food, this holiday meal food distribution?
Well, Antonio, you said that all. You gave the date, which will be December the 17th, starting at 11 o'clock until 11 a.m. Has been exhausted. It is a drive-through event. You cannot walk up. Well, I'm sorry, but and this is the fairgrounds rule. You are unable to. People cannot walk up to this event. It's drive-through only. And like you stated, Antonio, you got your trunk, your back seat, all of your items into your car for you. And we will be having, there will be a lot of food given away.
I mean, I think that is phenomenal. I mean, a lot of families are suffering. Kids are not back in school. Parents are trying to figure out how they can make the difference up with kids being at home and having to miss. I'm quite sure people have to miss days at work or some even hours sometime at work weekly, which kind of decreases people's monthly or weekly or biweekly income. So just to make up the difference, hey, 1,000 families is the goal that the Community Action Agency is doing right now. So we just want to get the word out about that. If you want to share that, tell us what type of items you think that you're going to be giving away at that event.
We're going to be giving away potatoes. We're going, I want to say 5 or 10 pound bag potatoes, carrots, onions, pancakes, syrup. There'll be chicken, ground beef, hot dogs. Oh man, it's going to be so much food that we're giving away. But off the top of my head, that's basic. Some of the basics that I can remember that we will be giving away, but it will be quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, the last time y'all gave it away, I mean, I think I took like a van load.
And we appreciate you for that, Antonio.
Yeah, my van was working, and I took a van load to the homeless with, I think it was the veterans homes. I had a connection with people who have those veteran homes, and they needed food. And so I actually was able to take that van load over to some of the homeless people, the homeless veteran homes. And that was exciting. I mean, I tell you, there was so much food at that event. I mean, wow. I mean, guys, let me tell you, if you know that you are in need of any sort, just come and get it. They're not going to turn you away. I mean, you don't have to be ashamed. Just feel free to get as much as you need. It's available. Any other kind of things I should be aware of, Dana, that you want to kind of talk about? Because, I love our connection with Community Action Agency, and especially you as a bright, shining star who's serving with your heart and not judging people, man. I mean, yeah, it's the best thing I know around in the city. Yeah, let's go ahead and you can share whatever you like to share.
Okay, I would like to share, as we talked about, job training. We have several partners that we work with as far as training. Antonio being one, and that would be construction. Community Action can help you with those fees. We have CDL training. We can assist you with those fees. CMA training, QMA training. We can assist you with those fees. Forklift driving. We can assist you with those fees. And then I remember the young lady that was speaking. She was talking about how she has her own business. If there's anyone out there that is looking to become an entrepreneur, we partner with the Indiana Black Chamber. And they have an awesome program going on where they are helping you with your LLC. Community Action is, assisting with those fees as well. So, that's something to look into. Outside of outside of our holiday meal food distribution, we have our own dry pantry at our location. It's not very big, and the purpose of that pantry is to assist you with with a few items until a larger pantry open. We have a clothing pantry. If you know of someone that is in need of shoes, if you know of someone that is in need of coats, if you know of someone that are in need of clothing, we have a clothing pantry. I mean, we are about the community. We are about the community. And Antonio stated, feel free to ask for me. Ask for me, and I will assist you if I can. I will point you in the right direction. Whatever it is I can do. That because this is my passion. This is my passion. That's my calling, and that's what I want to do.
Yes. And you can really hear that in your voice. Now, one of the things I think Larry brought up, I know sometimes people don't like to hear all of what Larry has to say, but I respect, and even if we can agree to disagree on some things, but I have a lot of respect for Larry. One of the things he mentioned was the ideal of people having master's degrees. The young lady he stated has a master's degree, yet she can't find employment. Now, if a person has a master's degree and they can't find employment, would you still be willing to help them with a certification program that could lead her into like a livable wage opportunity? Would she still qualify?
Yes, as long as she income qualifies. Yes, sir. By all means. By all means. Yes.
And so, we can't be ignorant, and I'm sorry, if that word sounds offensive, but I'm not trying to use it in an offensive way. But I'm just saying ignorance just means, the lack of knowledge. Sometimes, we are sold a bill of goods where we get certain degrees in certain areas. And then once we try to apply those degrees, then we realize, oh man, I got $250,000 worth of debt and I can't get employment. And I know some people that have several degrees, but they can't get employment. Well, you may need to, suck it up and go a different route. Talk with Dana about some of these certification programs that could get you started working in a career opportunity right away. A lot of these career opportunities are starting anywhere from 30 to 40 to 50,000 a year easily. I mean, just right out the gate. Some of these jobs are starting at about $18, $19 an hour. I know with construction, $18, $19 an hour is easily attainable. So, you may need to just suck it up, even though you're smart as a whip. Hey, try a different field. 239-1310. We still have time for those who want to call in and be a part of the show. 317-239-1310. Come on, you can call and ask any questions at any time. We would love to have you be a part. Now, I do want to say this. Time runs out of different things. Like, for instance, we talked about the COVID relief opportunities with the CARES Act. Now, with us, and by December 10th or so, our funding runs out with Next Level Jobs. So some of those opportunities that you people were able to walk in and get may not be available. We are swiftly working with Martin University, Vincennes College, and others to help with those who don't have their high school diploma. As a matter of fact, we're working extensively in Gary with Gary Middle School to add on some programs and whatnot in Gary to help serve. So I'm just saying, don't take for granted that these services will always be readily available, because some of this funding will dry up. Now, can you share with us, because I know you said with the rental assistance piece, you said something about how the CARES Act has allowed you guys to continue outside of the Indy rent. Can you share the difference between that, and also if there's an expired time that program is going to run out?
Well, yes, sir. The Indy rent program has expired, but our program, our CARES Act program, is still available. And the difference is Indy Rent was willing to pay, I want to say, up to 3 months rent. Our program is not, it's not that expensive. It just really depends on what you owe and your situation on the amount that we can assist you with. But the thing of it is, we can assist you. We will assist you if you qualify.
Wow. And is there a way that that program will be expiring soon, or
no, sir. No, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, we have another caller. Go ahead, caller. Okay, look like they hung up. Okay, so please call back in. We would love to hear from you. So you're saying with that rental assistance, how many months do you think you said you guys could possibly honor?
It really just depends on a person's situation. It really depends on this, and they do still have to provide that proof that they were impacted by COVID. That they were furloughed, hours have been decreased, they tested positive, lost their job due to COVID. They have to provide that proof. But our program is not due to expire. Our program is lasting. I'm not going to say it's going to last forever, but we still have dollars for that program.
And so basically, what you're saying is you look at the rules, but you also look at what's going on in between the rules. Yes. You stay in a way that you're compliant, but yet you don't have no specific way of having to give a certain amount, that you had the discretion to help the person based on their circumstance. Am I right?
Correct. Based on their circumstance.
And so, when you were saying that, what I love about that, and a lot of times people say, there's a lot of bureaucrats that's going on. And if the caller calls in, just put them through if the caller comes back. But a lot of times the reason why that discretion is given, I would assume for you, Dana, is because that gives you that latitude to be able to help a person, because like you say, every person's situation is not exactly identical. Exactly. So having that latitude to be able to help somebody, I think is phenomenal. So I want to say, as we get close to the end of the show, let me say this again. One of the key opportunities right now that's coming up will be in December 17th. It's on a Thursday, excuse me. On a Thursday, it's going to start at 11 o'clock, and I'm quite sure they're going to start right on time. So you may want to get there a little early, because I'm quite sure there's going to be a nice size line. The goal is to feed 1,000 people, 1,000 households with goods and nourishable meal. The event will be held at Indiana State Fairgrounds at the West Pavilion. Simply drive up. Now, if you don't have a car to drive up in, you may need to register prior to the event so that you can get that taken care of, because even though volunteers are going to be there, staff is going to be there, no one wants to subject themselves to catch corona. I'm just hoping you would understand that. And it would probably be preferred that you guys would come with a mask if possible. But I think if you're in your car and you pop the trunk, I think they should be okay, right, Dana?
Yeah, we still have a mask on.
Okay. Yeah. So just, if you can keep your mask on to protect the staff. I mean, a lot of times, these what you call it, mandatory workers, or, those workers who have to go to work because caregivers and whatnot, and volunteers and whatnot, we got to give our hat off to them, because they're risking their lives to serve others. And so we definitely, eventually, Dana, I will hope, and maybe we can get together and celebrate people like yourself and others who's risking your lives to serve others through this COVID virus. So Stay protected. Let me ask you this before we get off the air. We only got about 2 or 3 minutes. Will you guys be able to give away masks and hand sanitizer and stuff like that?
Yes, sir. We will have PPE will be provided. You know, and even if a person comes in and they have a mask, but they want some additional mask, it doesn't even matter. We're going to provide additional masks to each and every carload, or each and every car. We will provide some PPE for them.
Wow. So that means that even if you may not have the mask with you and you need a mask and you need some type of hand sanitizer and whatnot, that'll also be available to you. But if you want to prepare yourself early, hey, these sheets are available. I keep them in my office. I made like 20 copies of these registration forms. I'm good friends. No problem. I'm good friends with Dana. If you guys want to come to 3266 North Meridian and come to the 9th floor and fill it out, feel free. I mean, we're kind of a little more open. And we have masks and sanitizing for your hands and whatnot. You can get off, sign up. It's just simply, I'm telling you what the form has. It just has your name, address. It has your marital status, your racial ethnicity, a date of birth, disability or not. It's just a simple form. Real simple. It's nothing just asking for your social security, nothing like that. It's just a simple form to kind of help keep things tracked. This is pretty common with non-for-profits. So you come fill that out, 3266 North Meridian. If you can't get it downstairs, come upstairs. We're ready, we're willing, we're able. But listen, Dana, we're coming at the end of our show, and thank you so much. My heart always warms when I see your name. You have really been truly a pioneer, way beyond even the tragedy of this COVID virus. You have always been on the front line serving people with a heart of gold. And so, from my organization, Black Power Presents Minority Contractors Collaboration, I want to say to you, God bless you and thank you. We continue to keep you in our prayers because we love the fact that you guys are working so hard to serve our community. Any last words before you leave?
Well, I thank you for having me, Antonio. It's been a pleasure. And then, the same thing to you. I love, partnering with you because, as we talk in passing or we meet together and we talk, I thank you for what you're doing within the community as well. It really says a lot. And I just want to say thank you and God bless you as well.
Well, God bless you. Well, it's been another successful Black Power Presents broadcast, and I'm so thankful that I was able to come to you guys and bring a phenomenal show. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed week. Take care now.
Bye.
Bye.